the Tuesday, May 19th, Brooklyn City Board of Education regular board meeting. Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal.
Here.
Mr. Hubble.
Here.
Ms. Rafter.
Here.
Mr. Hizaroni.
Here.
Ms. Kroll.
Here. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Resolved that the Brooklyn Board of Education approve the Board of Education agenda for May 19, 2026 as recommended by the Treasurer and Superintendent. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal.
Yes.
Mr. Hizaroni.
Yes.
Mr. Hubble.
Yes.
Ms. Rafter.
Yes.
Ms. Kroll.
Yes. In order for the board to fulfill its obligations to complete the planned agenda in an effective and efficient fashion, a maximum of 30 minutes of public participation as it pertains to school-related topics will be permitted at each meeting. Each person wishing to address the board will approach the podium and state his or her name and address. If several people wish to speak, each person will be allotted 3 minutes until the total time of 30 minutes is used. During that period, no person may speak twice until all who desire to speak have had the opportunity to do so. The period of public participation may be extended by a vote of the majority of the board. Okay, then we will move on to the superintendent.
Okay.
Well, good evening, everyone. I want to welcome everybody this evening to our Board of Education meeting. This is something new we're doing this year, and it's my honor to recognize our class of 2026 retirees that were able to make it this evening. We always do this at the end of the year at our staff luncheon, but felt it was a great opportunity to invite our staff that has given so much to our school, our community, our students, chance to be recognized. I want to welcome our retirees. I want to welcome our families, friends that were able to make it, and just really wanted to say thank you for everything you've given to the district over the past 20, 30, however many years you've been with the district. I'm going to call administrators up. We're going to talk about each retiree, give them one of our parting gifts. I will say I typically at the staff luncheon, I'm going to surprise you. What I do at the staff luncheon is Bobby helps me all the time, finds the earliest picture of the staff member, and that becomes the portrait we display. We won't be doing that today, but we will be doing that for our staff luncheon. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Matt Larson, who's going to talk about his high school staff members' retirement. That's not the earliest. That's coming on the 5th.
First and foremost, I just want to point out how much of a pleasure this is and how much of an honor it is to speak on the behalf of everybody who's going to be present this evening. Mrs. Marsko. Kelly Marsko has been in education for 35 years and 30 years here in Brooklyn schools. I sent out a survey when I initially joined the district back in 2020 so I could get to know the staff a little bit more, and Kelly's response to one of the questions I posed really gives you an insight as to who she is as a person. She credits babysitting as one of the ways that she found herself in education, but specifically she noted having worked with a child who is deaf and how learning sign language through that process really led her into the teaching field. Amongst her many honors, she started the Special Olympics program here at Brooklyn High School, or in Brooklyn. She's a strong advocate for her students, and I say that with a note of working in education, you get an opportunity to work with unique individuals. And I think one of the highest compliments you can say as a parent to another educator is that you would implicitly trust them with your own children. I can clearly state that based on the advocacy that Kelly shows towards her students, I would absolutely 100% trust her with my own children. To give you some idea of who she is, she's worked several times with families of children with sensitivities as they go on cruise ships in the summertime. She does that in her free time, which is a testament to her dedication to students in general. She will be missed, and we will truly struggle to replace her in our building. And another thing that I did when I was writing newsletters when I was in the assistant principal's role is I would always have staff shout-outs. And pretty regularly, people would always put one in for Kelly, whether they attributed it to themselves or whether they submitted it anonymously. There was a phrase that would always be associated with Ms. Marsko. So just one more time for her benefit, I wanted to inform her that she is truly the wind beneath our wings. Thank you, Kelly. Don't leave. Mr. Meehan, this one will have a little bit more profanity in it, so, no. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Kelly, if you would please first come up here.
Hey, I want everybody to know I just posed for this picture about
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you for the time.
So I noted the survey before, and I also noted when I spoke to Kevin briefly before we started the event this evening, he never filled out the survey, which is pretty much exactly who he is, because Kevin is definitely one of those people who he shows up to work, he does his job, and he does it very, very well, but that's what he wants to do, and then he moves on. Not only are we going to be missing a math teacher come next year, but we're also going to be missing somebody who was the hockey announcer for a year, so we will certainly miss his voice at the Coyne Rec Center as we begin the hockey season next year. He initially retired, he started here with us in Brooklyn in 2002. And he initially tried to retire last year, but when we found ourselves in a pinch, he decided to come back. And I have to tell you, in all honesty, not a day goes by that he doesn't pull me into his room or comes down to see me in the office to tell me how much he is happy about the decision that he made in order to come back. Truth be told, you never have to wonder where you stand with Kevin because he's always going to tell you. And I say that with a lot of love and a lot of respect and a lot of admiration because he truly speaks his mind, but his mind and his voice is certainly something that's well respected amongst his colleagues and certainly well respected in my office. We have made so much growth over the last several years, specifically in math, and I do believe that's in large part to his efforts. At a time in one's career when you might notice them starting to mail it in, and you could even forgive them for it, Kevin has done the complete opposite. In fact, he is always the first in the building. And he works tirelessly to ensure that courses such as Honors Algebra, when we adopted the pre-AP program, were set up for his colleagues to be successful in years to come. He is truly a lunch pail and hard hat kind of person. He will truly be missed in the department and the building, and hopefully, because we both live in Lakewood, I'll find him sometimes traveling around on his fancy little motor scooter. So we appreciate it. Kevin, thank you so much. Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Ken's not here this evening, but I would want to note, Ken followed in the footsteps of his family, and he joined Brooklyn in education in the year 2000. Prior to that, Mr. Rademacher worked as a news producer for Channels 5 and 19. One thing I've noticed about Ken is he's always willing to work with our students to resolve differences. He'll always come down to my office, choose to speak to a student, and you truly will never find a more famous teacher stopping by Friday night football games. When you do see Ken lining up against the fence, you will always hear the chorus of "Rad" coming from the student section. They truly love seeing him outside of the classroom. I remember when Ken told me that he was going to turn in his letter for retirement, and I'm going to keep most of the conversation between he and I, but I was just struck about how self-aware he was and how at ease he was with his decision, knowing it was his time to move on to the next phase of his life. He's an avid traveler who I truly hope gets an opportunity to experience that aspect and that love in his life as he moves on to the next phase. And I know Brooklyn is losing an English teacher, but I genuinely feel as if I'm losing a friend in Ken. So I wanted to celebrate him this evening. So appreciate it, Ken.
If I could have Mrs. Neal come on up. I did? I did? I guess I will speak then. I will speak. That's fine. Want to talk a little bit about Cindy Hennings, who retired from the district mid-year. Cindy has been in the district ever since I was a teacher way back in 2001. And she's dedicated, hardworking. We've had many fun conversations regarding summer duties and summer cleaning and just trying to juggle all of the duties regarding getting everything ready. And I will say Cindy has always done an amazing job with regards to working through that jigsaw puzzle it is of a summer. So I want to congratulate Cindy, thank Cindy for all of her years of service, and wish her nothing but the best. Mark's not here, but I will speak a little bit about Mark. Mark, a longtime custodian in the district, hardworking, generous, and again was able to work through February. And I want to wish him nothing but the best as he retired. So congratulations to Mark and Cindy. Thank you. Paula?
I got the memo.
You did, yeah.
Squeezing just one more thing out of me before I leave. Okay. Barb Manley, where are you? There you are. Barb's been serving Brooklyn City Schools for the past 17 years, first as an employee of the health department, and then because Dr. Claris knows talent when he sees it, she's been a hurricane officially for the past 2 years. She has seen students and staff through bumps and bruises, bloody noses, broken bones, seizures, COVID, and 4,237,952 Band-Aids. Well, I could stand here and tell you all the wonderful things I think of Barb. No one can say it better than a kindergartner. So let's hear it from the mouths of babes. I want to thank Mrs. Manley because she helped me when I had a bloody nose and I was dripping blood everywhere. I want to thank Mrs. Manley because I threw up and she sent me home and told my mom I can't come back to school. Thank you, Mrs. Manley, for helping me see the dentist. I want to thank her because I get hurt a lot. Thank you, Mrs. Manley, because you gave me a bag so I wouldn't throw up on the floor anymore. I like her because she sent me home when I didn't even know I was sick. My personal favorite, I want to thank Mrs. Manley for helping me when my belly hurt because I had to poop a lot. In her retirement, she will be investigating where, in fact, all of the missing ice packs have gone. I'm not sure what we will do without her, but we wish her all the best. Do you have another picture? Oh, sorry.
We have to click it. Yep.
Oh, you were the clicker.
There you go. I'll be the clicker. That's fine.
Jennifer Hanksteller, also lovingly known as Hank, has been a Brooklyn Hurricane for 29 years. It's where she met her husband, John, and had her two children, Grace and Alec, and watched her family grow when Grace married Gage. Jen served as an intervention specialist literally throughout the entire district, mostly because she's always been willing to go wherever she's needed and greatly appreciated wherever she's gone. When I think of Jen, I think of faith. It's what's gotten her through some of the most difficult of times and continues to be what gets her through every day. When I lost my mom, she showed up on my doorstep with chicken noodle soup just weeks after losing her own dad. It's who she is and who she will always be. She's been hesitant about whether the decision to retire is the right thing to do, but I assured her it is when she shared that she's hoping to find a tutoring position in one of Cleveland's hospitals that serves children with cancer who are immune compromised. Jen's always followed her calling to serve children, and we've been blessed that she's touched so many of ours. Congratulations.
Dr. Kubasek?
I just wanted to say a few words about Miss Singo. Even though I didn't know her for a great amount of time, I can definitely tell you that we're celebrating a teacher who has impacted her reach far beyond our gym walls. Even though I had the privilege with just having brief moments with her, her reputation was legendary in our school. The kind of reputation that's built on years of dedication, compassion, and genuine care for our students and colleagues. Her thoughtfulness shined through from the very beginning. She welcomed me, but she also welcomed her successor with open arms, offering guidance, patience, and even understanding. She didn't just hand over a program, she invested in the success of the future of Brooklyn. She let everyone know that they were supported. She brought her confidence and carried forward throughout each day. The generous spirit that she had is rare, and it speaks volume about the educator and person she actually is. And as she steps into retirement, we hope that she is able to influence and continue her echo everywhere she goes, because she has with every class she's taught, every student she's ever inspired, every colleague who's ever learned something from her. Her legendary is one of kindness, of leadership, and unwavering dedication, and we wish her nothing but joy. So I'm going to talk just a little bit about Ms. Beck. So today we're celebrating someone whose presence in our school has been nothing but short of a gift. From the moment you step into the clinic each morning, she is the most welcoming spirit, the kindest heart, and the unwavering compassion that sets a tone for everyone that walks through her door. She has spent the days giving to all of our students, offering care, comfort, reassurance, sometimes just that steady calm that only she could ever provide to children in that moment. She didn't just support their health, but she supported their confidence, their courage, and their sense of being seen and valued. Her big heart and her friendly demeanor have been a part of the heartbeat of our building. They've brightened the difficult days for us. They've soothed a lot of worried parents and reminded the staff and the student that kindness is truly a powerful thing. She steps into retirement. Please know that her impact will continue to echo through our hallways. The students she's helped, the colleagues she's supported, and the countless memories of generosity that she has offered to all of us. It'll be remembered, and we will be ever grateful for having Terry as part of our building. We wish you nothing but the joy, the rest you need, and all the beautiful things in the next chapter of your life.
And lastly, we want to recognize our first administrative retirement in a while, Mrs. Jones. I've known Mrs. Jones both as a colleague here in Brooklyn and as a parent when I was in my former school district. I will say, remember having a few conversations with Mrs. Jones prior to coming to Brooklyn about what a special place this is. And I will say part of that specialness is because of you and all of our retirees. Paula is beyond caring, is beyond sympathetic, beyond empathetic in all that she does. That doesn't mean we don't disagree sometimes, because we do. But I know, yeah, I know. And again, Paula's always right? But I will say Paula has always been kid first in anything she does, in any venture she takes on, in any focus. It's kids first and staff. I consider Paula a friend, lifelong friend, and we will continue to be friends well beyond June 1st. I will say we will miss, so we have a thing in the office where Paula organizes all the birthdays and all of the dinners and all the things we do. And my general reaction is, what, Paula? Who's doing this when you go? Well, who's doing that when you go? But how much do you want me to give you?
Okay,
And yes.
Where do I Venmo
Where do I Venmo, or where does my wife Venmo you the money? Which was typically. But I think Supriya has, no? No? Well, Matt, other duties as assigned, so congratulations. Welcome to the club. We will have some type of transition next year, but Paula, it will not be the same without you in the district, and you know, we're very excited for your next step, your next journey, but you and all of our retirees will forever be a hurricane, so congratulations. Okay. That being said, I want to thank all of our retirees for being here, all of their families for being here. If you guys want to revoke your retirement, just let me know. We don't have time actually to do that, sorry. We tried that already, didn't we, Kevin? Kevin, I think you were voluntold how that one would go, right? But again, I want to give all of our retirees, their families, a round of applause. Thank you so much for being here. I have one more item, and I would beg the patience about 5 or 6 minutes, and then after this, I would invite you, if you want to stay for the meeting, you're more than welcome to, or if you want to leave, that's up to you also. One of the things that we have done and we have journeyed on is the new renovation of our campus, our district campus, this new building here. And what we're trying to do over the next year to 18 months is really to showcase all of the hard work of our staff, of our students, and all of these amazing new spaces that we're going to have. And we're so thankful that we have a very supportive community, supportive board that has allowed this to happen. This first spotlight, we're going to try to do this 4 times a year. This is the preview. The preschool team has already seen this. I think this is going to be new for everybody else. But over the next year, we're going to start showcasing our new learning spaces and our new investment into our district. And so this spotlight video is related to the Brooklyn Early Childhood Center, which we're in right now, our athletic and wellness programs, and I hope you enjoy. Brooklyn City Schools is on the move. Over the past year, with the support of our community, we've made strategic investments to strengthen learning opportunities for students at every level. From the opening of our Early Childhood Center to expanded programs and upgraded spaces across our middle and high school, every improvement has been made with one purpose in mind: student success. These environments are designed to support learning, growth, and connection, preparing our students for the future while continuing to build on the tradition, pride, and excellence that define the Brooklyn City Schools. Let's take a closer look at the impact of these investments.
So the Brooklyn Early Childhood Center has been an amazing positive impact on our community. It's getting our youngest learners into the program starting at age 3. We are able to see the learners that are going to be in our community for several years, hopefully until graduation time. So we have a mix of typical education, special education, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, and they get to come here and learn all sorts of things: academics, social emotional growth, motor skills. And also we really support the families too. So we do a lot of work with bringing the families in, some parent coaching. It's just been a really great thing for our community.
The opening of the Early Childhood Center really is exciting for our youngest learners here in Brooklyn. And then just the little touches of like the alphabet and the numbers, and our students really gravitate to those. That's one of my passions, is helping them with that regulation piece. Their laughs and their smiles, it's contagious.
So this is something we've been doing at our elementary school, and we are really excited now that this is our first year we get to have our own little center that's really tailored to preschool. So we're allowed to be as loud and messy and creative as we want without disturbing the rest of the school district. Our team of classroom teachers, paraprofessionals, our therapists, we have speech therapists, occupational therapists, and physical therapists, our secretaries, our admin, all of our team is so supportive and a big role in the early education space. So we've been very fortunate to have a really well-trained and enthusiastic staff here.
So someone made the comment the other day, they're like, if someone new came in the classroom, nobody would even know like who's the lead teacher, who the assistants are, because we all just kind of interchange and they know how to help our students just as well as the lead teachers do. And I think that comes to like our communication and our trust in each other and building ideas off each other.
The most important thing we strive to do is get your child ready to do school so that when kindergarten comes, it's just like a transition from preschool, very easy.
That excellence piece shows through our students who come here and then go to kindergarten. Tradition, pride, and excellence are alive and well here at the Brooklyn Early Childhood Center.
Yeah, so Coach Jerry Youngerfield, home of the Brooklyn Hurricanes, is becoming one of the premier facilities in the area. We are constantly getting schools that are interested, or even outside organizations that are interested in using the facilities, either to train, to play their home games. We've had numerous schools that have been using the facility. We have a brand new scoreboard with a video board, so it's quickly becoming known as the premier facility in the area. You know, we've had a lot of alumni come back because, you know, one of our slogans for the district is tradition, pride, and excellence. And a lot of alumni have come back and they've noticed the upgrades that we have made to the facilities. And it's been great for the community. It's a sense of pride. We actually did home days here and it's going to be done again this year. So the community members are able to utilize this as well when we're as a district aren't using it for our facilities. I live in Brooklyn and I know that, you know, driving by the facility and then talking to some of the members of the citizens of the city and the residents, that they're very proud of what we do have here. Because when you have good facilities, proven by what we have here at the stadium, the kids do, and the community sees that, they see the buy-in into that, and then the participation numbers will go up as well. So I think once we start seeing that, you know, with the baseball field and the softball field, that's going to help increase our numbers on that as well. So we have started intramural soccer, so that will also be involved here. We're looking to increase with cross country, which will utilize this as the site for that, and also looking for 7th to 8th grade co-ed soccer. So we are looking to upgrade a lot of our programs as our numbers are increasing, because as they see our facilities are good, membership and participation rates have gone up.
I'm Melanie Lowe Fleischer, and I've been at the Brooklyn City School District for 24 years. I've never seen the gym look more amazing. Sometimes kids only feel successful in the gym. They're able to use their mind and body in a different way. We know that just being fit in general, kids sleep better, they can focus better. It just makes for a better environment as well. I'd like to expose them to different things because ultimately at the end of the day, I think it's important to connect enjoyment with physical education. Like, I liked being in here. They're more likely to try new things if they find it fun. So we adapt our equipment. We're not playing with a hard baseball. We have modified equipment for more success so kids are less afraid to try. Every little piece, the bee, the new writing on the wall, the walking in on these brand new floors, it brings a different vibe into the classroom, and kids they're really taking some ownership, like this is their new home.
As you can see, Brooklyn City Schools is on the move. Because of the continued support of our community, we're not just improving facilities, we're creating opportunities, strengthening programs, and enhancing the experience for every student. I'm Superintendent Dr. Ted Caleres. Thank you to our families, staff, and community for your trust and partnership, and for helping us continue the tradition, pride, and excellence of the Brooklyn City Schools. Go Hurricanes!
We'll move on to Mr. Shearhart. I know.
Bye, guys, thank you.
Make it peppy.
So I want to start off tonight talking about the bond. The interest for the month of April was $88,245. That gives us a balance currently of $17,757,190. That's how we will be paying for all the updates. Let's see. So state money for the month, we received $230,209. Fiscal year to date is about $2.3 million. Let's see. Investments for the general fund for the month was $80,219. That brings us to $758,613 for the fiscal year. Expenses are running exactly where they should be. For the month, the personnel cost was $926,695. That's 88.9% of the budget. And the benefits were $382,665 for the month. And fiscal year to date, we are running about 83.6% of the budget. So those are in line. Personnel and benefits are running about 77% of the total expenses. And that is my report.
Board committee reports, and we will start with Ms. Rafter.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to thank our preschool students for the artwork that will go on my refrigerator, and I'm very honored that I did get Finn's little ladybug, so that will go on my refrigerator at home. It's funny when people come over, they're like, Allison, your granddaughter is a little bit doing it. It's not. It's all the kids at the preschool, so it's good. I have a couple reports. We just met. Kelly and I just met with Paula Jones for our Wellness and Family Engagement Committee as our last one. As Paula is our committee chairperson, our leader, and we got a couple updates. I'm hoping that, you know, the transition goes well with Karen Blackburn. I'm sure it will, and I can't wait to start working with her. I will definitely miss you, Paula. You've been a great asset to our school district, and I feel like our paths should have crossed a long time ago, you know, but I'm glad that they crossed now. The Teaching and Learning Committee, we will be meeting next Thursday, the 26th, and that will be our last meeting of the school year. Last week, I, along with several of the board members, I'm just going to do just a quick little blurb, and I know that other people, Rocky, I want to give you a shout out. When we were at Polaris meeting for the ribbon cutting ceremony, I thought you did a really great job with your speech. It was very touching, and you know, I thought that being able to see the over 26,000 square feet facility for engineering, technology, robotics, and automation, Polaris just keeps expanding, and I think that's awesome. Thank you for being a part of it, and thank you for to Polaris to inviting us there. The athletic update I wanted to make sure I got out to our families that there are going to be some youth sports camps coming up. The first one is next week for basketball, the 26th through the 28th from 3:30 to 5 o'clock. Please contact Coach Shepard or Mark Zapka for information. But I do know that sign up is going to be this Thursday and Friday right after school I think it's going to be in the field house. And then our other sports, volleyball, is going to be June 15th to the 17th, and that's from 6 to 9. The cost is $60, and that's contact Coach Debbie Hall. Brooklyn boys and girls soccer, there's a camp for ages 5 to 12. That is June 8th and 9th with a rain date of June 10th, and that will be held at the stadium. That's a $30 fee. June 4th from 3:30 to 5 is going to be a football clinic. It's just a one-day clinic. And the deadline for that is 5/28 to sign up. Baseball is doing a skills clinic for grades 4 through 8, and that's going to be June 1st and the 4th. And I just want to congratulate all of our student athletes for the spring season. Their banquet is going to be next Tuesday, 5:45, the doors open, and that will be in our gym and the cafeteria. I also want to say that Brooklyn is hosting the Browns Legend Football Camp on Thursday, June 11th for ages 8 through 14, both boys and girls at the stadium. Contact Mark Zaka for more information, and like I said, it's June 11th from 9 to 1 p.m. I just want to congratulate all of our retirees. I know sometimes it's hard to make the decision to retire or not, but I know that those that are retiring, and I've had the opportunity to talk to several of them, you will enjoy retirement, and it's so much different than every day, but I wish you all the best. And that's my report.
Thank you. Congratulations to all the retirees. You guys are the heart of Brooklyn and what makes the schools, and we're going to miss a lot of you, all of you. Mr. Meehan, maybe not as much. He scared the you-know-what out of my daughter in the beginning, but because we had a nice conversation, and she went back to him, and now they're like best friends. So that's how it's supposed to work, and I love it. So congratulations to everyone. I had the honor of passing out some scholarships last night for the Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce to some deserving seniors. I said it last night, and I said it at the meeting this morning. The essays gets more difficult to give anybody. I want to give them all scholarships because they're just amazing essays, and their accomplishments for being so young. They just get better and better every year. So we did split the scholarships this year. We went from 3 to 5 because we couldn't decide on who to give it to. We was like, hey, you can have them. So congratulations to all of them. And also congratulations, attended the 8th grade to 11th grade award ceremony today. Over 24, 25 8th graders got first year awards. Over 20% of the class that got 3.25 GPA or higher. That's an amazing accomplishment. I'm just very, very proud of them. They were well deserved. Want to bring up on June 8th, the Brooklyn Athletic Department and the Chamber of Commerce is having their second annual golf outing at Ridgewood Golf Club. So if you can join us there, we love that. We also still need sponsors for the holes there. We also need volunteers for home days. It's coming, I know it's in August, but that's going to be here like that. So we do need volunteers for that and sponsors for that as well. Want to thank Rocky for the invitation to the Polaris event. It was great. Mr. Tressel was there, was the keynote speaker, and very, very nice for him to stop by and take a look at that. It was a great event, and that facility is amazing. And want to just wish everybody a great summer. It's going to be here in a couple weeks, and just have a blessed summer and enjoy it. And that's my report. Thank you.
Mr. Hubble?
Thank you. No committee reports. Rec board meeting was canceled yesterday. I want to say congratulations to our retirees. I'm really happy for them, but I'm also kind of sad. Having gone to Brooklyn 20 plus years ago now, I had a lot of them and saw them in action, and I just want to thank them. The Hank Stellers, I never had Jen personally, but I was coached by her husband for a long time, and anytime she was around, she was just, she lit up the room. Terry Beck has been around forever. That might be who my kids miss the most. Miss Cinco was my elementary school gym teacher, and then my kid's elementary school teacher, and she's just been great. Meehan, never had him, just heard him yell a lot in the hallways. Actually got to know him a little better when I worked at Home Depot after I graduated, and he was always working on something, and so I saw him like once a week and got to know him really well there. Rademacher, I can't go on without saying something about him. My 10th grade English class was by far my favorite class of all time. No disrespect, Dr. Claris.
I did teach chemistry, so I did get it.
Just a quick story of Rademacher. We were doing presentations one time. I don't remember what they were about. I may or may not have jokingly, he was my friend, booed somebody after their presentation. And then I blamed it on somebody else. And Rademacher held a trial for 3 days. Where we had lawyers, we were on the stand. And I will go down to this day, if everybody in that room didn't already know I did it, I would have been found innocent. Rademacher's face when I was found guilty just made the whole thing, because he truly thought I had nothing to do with it. But they're all going to be missed. I love our staff. I'm happy for them, but I'm also kind of sad some of my kids might not get to see some of them. So, quick track note. Districts is tomorrow. Good luck to the team. Last week was conferences. Cortez Cole came back from a broken ankle. He took 3rd place in high jump. Still not as high as I'm sure he wants to be, but you know, it's a work in progress, and I mean, it's a great accomplishment. Kelvin Santiago, a senior, finished 4th in the 100 and 200 at conferences, but what he also did at senior night was break our high school 100-meter dash record. He ran a 10.86, which is incredible. So congratulations to Kelvin. Congratulations to all our seniors who were awarded scholarships last night, and I hope everybody has a great and safe summer. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Mr. Neal?
First, I'd like to congratulate everybody, the retirees. Some of those, I've been around here, Brooklyn, 34 years, so some of those people have become our friends and people we've known forever. So, seeing them around a long time, most of them have taught my kids. Wow, I'm getting older, they're getting old, one or two, I'm not sure. I think a little bit of both. Anyway, congrats to all those teachers, that well-deserved. At the end of your career, it gets a little tougher, you know, a little more ornery at the end, a little more those type of things. I know that for a fact. Last couple of years, but congrats. It's the right thing to do. It's time to live. Enjoy life. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of you for support. May 12th, ribbon cutting at Polaris. It's a wonderful. The robotics machines are the only ones that are in the country, those machines that you saw at Polaris. So it was a wonderful event. I was very fortunate to introduce Jim Tressel, Youngstown State coach, Ohio State coach, Lieutenant Governor. What a great guy. I'm very fortunate that I had a letter that his father sent me to recruit me from 1977. So that letter that I had was 49 years old, and I had him sign it as well too. So it was a pretty good event. What a great guy. I mean, we took him for a tour probably half hour before we started the event, and he asked, "What about this? What about that?" He wanted to know everything. And if you watched him for his 10, 15-minute speech, he had no notes. He just spoke, you know. But he asked questions about this. What do you do about this? And then the one thing, he did come into our boardroom once we were starting the meeting after and he did give us some pretty good advice. And I let Ted know what he said on how to approach the governor's office, how to approach your congressmen, your senators, those type of things. He was giving some insight. So I shared that with Ted earlier. But it was a wonderful event. I appreciate everybody who came. The pastry and the food, unbelievable. Vic, that's what you missed, just so you know. Anyway, so again, thank you, appreciate it. I was very fortunate to be able to introduce a man of that stature. Then I'll go on to my report. Camp Discovery still has some openings, so if anybody has any interest, it's sixth through eighth grade, a bunch of babysitter boot camp, game of drones, merch makers, those type of little weekly classrooms. So if anybody has any interest, you go to polaris.edu, Camp Discovery, and there may be some scholarship money if there's someone that may be interested. All right, 6th through 7th grade. I will be attending the senior awards meeting tomorrow, which is Wednesday on behalf of Brooklyn for Polaris at Cleveland State University. And at the event, there were some stat sheets, and I just want to read a few of the stats that Polaris, they have 1,032 students, that's high school students on campus, 25 career technical programs, 93.1% program placement, 2,300 industry recognized credentials earned, work-based learning hours, almost 240,000, courses with CTAG college credit possible are 49. And this is just part of it. There'll be a Vision 2029 coming out shortly. I think you guys met, the superintendents met last week. We did. She pulled it out. We did. Yep. Anyway, and then what I want to do is, there's still some classes open, aeronautics, bakery and pastry. I can't believe that one's not full. Culinary and arts, there's only a couple seats left there. Fashion and design, engineering, robotics, that's starting to fill up fairly quick. Visual communications. And one of the things I think we all should be proud of, all right, the applicants that Brooklyn puts their 86% of our kids are applicants going through Polaris. I think we all should be proud of that. It means that our kids are diligently working going forward. Doesn't always have to be a 4-year college, but the certifications that you can get before you even leave high school are second to none. So, and the last thing is, I want to congratulate Ryan Hilku for his PPG Manufacturing Scholarship Award for BHS Engineering and $1,000 scholarship. So congratulations, Ryan. And Delaney Burke for the John Adams Scholarship. John Adams was not only an avid baseball fan, does everybody know who John Adams is? The drummer from the Indians, that was a year back. Also supporter of career technical education, thanks to generosity from his family. Two $1,000 scholarships are being awarded to Polaris students. Delaney Burke is one of those award winners. I want to congratulate both of them for a job well done. And that's the end of my report.
I just have a couple things. Like Karam said, we're looking for volunteers for home days, so it's a good opportunity for our kids to get hours. So maybe before Mr. Larson taps out, he can push some notifications or links out there to our kids before they head off for the summer. Speaking of, the next 10 days is going to be, or maybe not even 10 days, is going to be quite busy for our seniors. So, graduation and prom, and so I hope everybody has a fun and safe prom. The Memorial Day Parade is on Monday, and I was told that Ridge Road will be open for that, so hopefully we have nice weather for that. And then we will be coming back to the stadium for the presentation by Mayor Van Kirk. Like Allison said, we have met with Paul Jones, and something that is happening at the home days this year is the Home Days Committee, which I am on, and the Brooklyn's Domestic Relations Commission is going to do a Stuff the Bus for our food pantry, and so I made a little flyer. I will send you the PDF. It has everything that Paula and Miss Susie had asked for, plus we're also going to collect not just food, but toiletries for our families, and then also gently used clothing donations. So we are going to have the bus out there. We're going to stuff it and see how, rest in time for the new school year. And that's all I have. So we will move on to the treasurer's consent agenda.
At 4.1, resolution to approve the minutes from the April 21st and May 5th meetings. Let's see, 4.2, resolution to approve the financial statements for April 2026. 4.3, amend the appropriations for fiscal year 26. And what else? And that's it.
May I have a motion, please, for the approval of the treasurer consent agenda? May I have a second? Questions, comments? Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes.
Item 5.1, Superintendent's consent agenda, items administrative. 5.1, resolution to approve final reading of policy 7540.09. Item 5.2, resolution to approve agreement with Total Education Solutions for the 26-27 school year. Item 5.3, resolution to approve agreement with College Now of Greater Cleveland for the 26-27 school year. Item 5.4, resolution to approve service agreements with Educational Alternatives for the 26-27 school year. Item 5.5, resolution to approve off-duty officer rates for the 26-27 school year. Item 5.6, resolution to approve the authorization of addendum number 2 for professional design services associated with the replacement of all corridor ceilings, lights, and corridor doors at Brooklyn High School. Real quick note there, I've asked AVG so part of what we need to do is, assuming we have renovation bond money at the end of the project, I've asked, there are parts of the hallways that are not going to be completed with part of the original scope. So that includes second floor ceilings and lighting parts, and there's some parts of the athletic hallway and that 8th grade, 9th grade wing with ceilings and lighting. I've also asked them to look at designing potentially new doors. Part of change in law over the last couple of years is looking at fixes of doors. Basically what this does is it allows AVG to do the design. So let's say worst case scenario, we do not have money left over with the bond issue. What we'll be able to do is we have that design, and as Rob and I work through the budget for consecutive years, we don't have to go to them for an additional design. That's already going to be part of it. I think I'm pretty comfortable we're going to be able to at least do the ceilings and the lighting for the remainder of the high school, hoping we can finish off the doors. But basically, this is just the additional design service to begin that planning. Okay. Item 5.7, resolution to approve the graduating class of 2026. And then item 5.8, approval of the consent agenda.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Questions, comments?
Congratulations to 5.7, graduating class.
Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes.
Superintendent's consent agenda personnel, item 6.1, resolution to amend staff retirement, resolution number 26-1-246 for Mr. Mark Zafka. Item 6.2, resolution to amend certified employment, resolution 26-3-266. I did not, just real quick explanation, I didn't give Selena an additional credit. I should have, so had to amend her from, make sure she got the credit she earned. Item 6.4, resolution to improve employee unpaid leave of absences for the 25-26 school year. Item 6.4, resolution to approve student workers summer 2026 as noted. Item 6.5, resolution to approve classified resignations as noted. Item 6.6, resolution to approve staff extended school year services, summer enrichment programs, and professional development for summer 2026 as noted in the attachment. Item 6.7, resolution to approve classified staff employment for the 26-27 school year. We may make some amendments as we get closer to August particularly with maybe cafeteria, our transportation, just as we get finalized lunch times and routes with transportation, but basically those hours are going to be the same. And then item 6.8, resolution to approve long-term substitute Title I as noted. Item 6.9, approval of consent agenda.
May I have a motion?
So
please?
moved.
May I have a second? Questions, comments? Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes.
Item 7.1, resolution that resolved that the Brooklyn City School District Board of Education hereby approves the following certified staff members to provide extended school year services, summer enrichment programs, and professional development as noted below.
May I have a motion?
So moved.
Have a second? Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Abstain.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes. Is there any other board business?
We should have an update either first meeting in June, definitely by the second meeting in June regarding construction update, finances, things like that.
The next regular meeting of the Board of Education is Tuesday, June 2nd, here at the Beck, and then at 6:15, and then Tuesday, June 16th. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
May I have a second? Second. Mr. Shearhart, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Neal?
Yes.
Mr. Israani?
Yes.
Mr. Hubble?
Yes.
Ms. Rafter?
Yes.
Ms. Crawl?
Yes.
Thank you.